I knock it over. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
And we have a thank you, colleagues, and thank you, Mr. President. Today, I'm proud to have with me, I think for the 4th or 5th time, I think that, is it close to that, maybe, at least, Cynthia Toussaint, who is here with me today in honor of Women in Pain Awareness Day. Cynthia has taken the fight of making people more aware of the medical pain that women suffer who are not able to get the correct diagnosis for their pain due to bias or ignorance. Cynthia founded the organization For Grace, dedicated to addressing the disturbing trend by empowering women to become better advocates for their pain care, informing healthcare professionals about the gender disparity in pain treatment, and educating public policy makers. Cynthia was left bedridden for nearly a decade because she was told by her doctors that her pain was not real. She has survived 2 catastrophic diseases for 25 years in order to tell her story for those who do not have a voice. Various studies have found that women are more likely to suffer from chronic pain diseases, suffer more severe pain, and tolerate pain less well than men. Despite a growing body of information about chronic pain, however, many women still report that their doctors often dismiss their pain as being hormonal or all in their head. Too often, the recommended treatment is sedatives, antidepressants, or referrals for psychiatric counseling. In short, women hurt more and are helped less. It is estimated that 20 to 30 million women are challenged daily with persistent pain in the United States. Without proper medical treatment, this pain often leads to a lifetime of physical and emotional distress, disability, financial ruin, social isolation, and depression. According to the American Chronic Pain Association, more than 50 million people in the United States suffer from chronic pain. We lose nearly $100 billion due to the reduced productivity, sick time, and medical costs. Doctors must understand that women's pain is tactile, not psychological. Women are socialized to attend more to their physical appearance and are more likely than men to have healthcare providers assume that they are not in pain if they look physically attractive. Medicine's focus on objective factors and its cultural stereotypes of women combine to leave women at greater risk for inadequate pain relief and suffering. Days like today provide us a great opportunity to pause and examine our healthcare systems, to work on raising ethical awareness about the current biases that are institutionalized in our medical care. As part of For Grace's work in the community, they will be hosting a conference on May 30th at the City of Hope, focusing on how gender differences affect treatment of pain, helping instruct medical professionals and women in pain to be stronger advocates. Cynthia is one of those people who has been an inspiration to me. Every time I meet her, every time I see her and talk to her, she is someone who keeps going and keeps speaking out for women. And she ran for political office in the last couple of years. She said, I'm going to take it to the next level. She is someone that really is an inspiration to us and many other women. And so it is my pleasure to thank Cynthia Toussaint For Grace and what she's doing for the Women in Pain Awareness Day. So I'd love if you'd give her a great round of applause and to hear from Cynthia Toussaint.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm overwhelmed, really humbled and honored to be here. And whenever For Grace calls your office, the answer is yes, and we'll be back. Thank you. And I want to thank everybody here at the LA County City Council. Wow, you said it all. I know a lot of you, and I know you've heard my story, and Wendy just summarized it really well. Briefly, I was a 21-year-old ballerina 25 years ago when a minor ballet injury triggered the chronic pain disease reflex sympathetic dystrophy, also known as the suicide disease, in my right leg. For the first 13.5 years of my illness, all of my HMO physicians told me that my physical problems were all in my head. As a result of that neglect and abuse, I spent 10 years bedridden, and for 5 of those years, I don't know if you know this, I was unable to speak, while the RSD ravaged my vocal cords along with the rest of my body. In 2002, I founded the LA-based nonprofit For Grace, originally to raise awareness about RSD, and I'm happy to say we feel that we've accomplished that mission. We have had worldwide media running about RSD, airing worldwide he said that, for about 2 years now. So we have expanded our mission to ensuring the ethical and equal treatment of all women in pain. The inspiration for this came from a great woman, Diane Hoffman, who will be at our conference speaking. She wrote a report that was published in the Journal of Law, Medicine, and Ethics called The Girl Who Cried Pain that I read in 2002, and it was like, whoa, it was the last piece of my puzzle. And I learned from that report and many, many subsequent reports that we women in pain are predisposed to all of the chronic pain diseases. We feel pain more intensely than men, and surprisingly, we have a lower pain threshold. However, when we report our pain to our physicians, we are told that it's hormonal all in our heads. We are given sedatives along with psychiatric counseling, whereas men are much more likely to be believed and to be given painkillers. I want equal treatment for all women suffering pain in this country, and to be more precise, I want better care for everyone in this country who suffers pain. We can do better. And I want to mention that this beautiful resolution is shared by State Senator Sheila Kuehl and County Supervisor Zev Yaroslavsky in their respective districts. So we have, with you, Wendy, now an awful lot of legislative support saying that May 30th, 2008 is indeed Women in Pain Awareness Day, and we are partnering with City of Hope and the Southern California Cancer Pain Initiative to host our inaugural Women in Pain conference, Gender Matters. This will be a groundbreaking conference for a number of reasons. First, we're going to put women in pain with their healthcare professionals in the same room. It's never been done before, and we're already breaking down barriers, which is wonderful. And being somebody who comes from a performance background, we're going to be using a lot of creativity. We're having a world-class harpist healer, so we're using music therapy, and we also will be having an art therapy breakout session. And then my favorite part, I think, of the conference will be after lunch when we premiere our brand new Women in Pain public service announcement featuring my brother-in-law, actor Jack Coleman, who happens to be the star of NBC's Heroes. So I do suggest anybody who runs a nonprofit have a celebrity in the family. It's really nice. It helps. And then we're going to have a dramatization with actors who will depict the typical unfortunate doctor-patient appointment, and then use our pain expert audience and make that appointment go so much better with really wonderful communications at both ends. So it's going to be a great event, and then we're going to take the show on the road, as they say. So thank you again, Wendy. You're my hero today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
And we're helping women in pain. Thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And next, I'd like to recognize from the